Hello and welcome to my tutorial how to set up Qt for the first time, for the first project, so we can get some basic input and output rolling. So what you want to do first is click right here on new project. Now there are many things you can do right now, but for the first time I would suggest using Qt widgets application, because it's one of the most popular and most widely used, and here we can get all of the graphical user interface elements in easily. So what to do now? I click choose. Here we can name our project and choose the location for our project. So what I will do is call my project basic2 and store it basically right here. Now you don't have to create another folder here, because Qt will do it automatically. Now, okay, so now we have everything we need. So I press next. Basically here is a kit selection. Here we choose what compiler our project will use. So now we can use all of this. It depends on the version and it depends on the things you have installed. But what I like to do is I will just use Ming. Because it's I don't know, it's cross-platform. You can use it both for Linux and Windows, and we can go into more details, but for basic setup, just use Ming. No reason to do something else. Okay, now I press next. Here we can choose our class name. I will leave it as it is, but basically in short. So this is our class name. This is header file. Here you will declare all of the functions, variables for the class, and so on. All of the signals, slots, etc. Here is source file. Here you will define all of that I described previously. Generate form, I would suggest you to tick that, because that will sort of create the basic structure. Okay, and now form file. UI file is like a design file, so it's something similar to XML in Java for Android, or XAML for Visual Studio. One difference is that you can't really write XML code. You can't create your elements that way. You have to use drag and drop. But that's, again, something else. So, and the last thing is base class. Q main window, I would suggest to leave that. You can use Q widget, but Q main window inherits all of the things from Q widget, so no reason to choose something else for now. So now I press next. Here's summary. Summary, you can configure version control and things like that, but for now let's leave it as it is. Okay, now finish. Let's wait while it loads. Okay, now we could start programming and compiling our project. But first I would suggest to click here, and here is our build directory. So basically it needs to be on the same level as our source. So just go to basic 2 and select folder. So now you are basically done. You can look here, but right now there is no reason to change anything. So now you can go back to edit and compile and press run. Now while it compiles, it's we can take a look at our project. So here is basic 2. So here is all the source files. Here's our project file. Here's our pro user file or make file. Here we can see our CPP file, header file, and here is header file for the UI. Also, here the project actually will compile and make exe. It will use debug or release depending on what you use here. You can set release or you can set debug. Okay, so now our project has compiled and it has run. So that's it for setting up project for the first time. See you next time. Bye.